The United States is now facing a major labor shortage. When the pandemic began, businesses across the U.S. had to adjust to the changing conditions. Over a year later, these businesses are continuing to adapt. Now confronted with a lack of staff, Chris Furlong, owner of Twirl Pasta and Bistro, spoke about how he's addressing the situation.
What we're seeing at Twirl firsthand in respect to the labor shortage that is affecting all businesses, I believe, nationwide from everything I've read, is that this is our busy season and we typically hire more people in the summer than we do in the winter, so a lot of part-timers. People who we've hired in the past seem less enthusiastic about coming to work. And so it just makes it more difficult to get people hired.
We have enough people currently that we're able to operate in the hours that we do at the capacity that we do, but we don't have any room for expansion right now.
This is Jill Shaner, Cafe Nero's restaurant manager. She also spoke on the lack of interest in restaurant jobs due to experiences during the pandemic.
Unfortunately, in the retail business in general, it's a rotating door. But we were all unemployed. We all got furloughed because Cafe Nero was closed during 2020 for 3 months. It kind of directed people away from jobs like a coffee shop or a restaurant or something like that.
With everything returning back to normal, it's very difficult for these restaurants to return to full operations without an adequate number of staff.
We all had to shorten our hours because we just don't have the people to be there to do the jobs.
We pay higher than most restaurants do. However, we simply can't afford to pay more than that. So we will invariably be going short-staffed, and as a result, there will be some lapse in service, unfortunately.
The largest struggle for Twirl has been the fight against larger businesses for employees.
So, as a small business owner, it's difficult to compete with the larger chains that are offering hiring bonuses and much higher wages. At Twirl, we already pay. Our average rate of pay is $20 an hour. It's always been high. We like to motivate our employees to do a great job.
And even though Cafe Nero is a chain restaurant in Massachusetts, they are facing the same struggle as smaller businesses when it comes to the lack of applicants. But they're able to incentivize prospects a bit more.
It's a difficult thing to kind of predict how it's going to affect the businesses, but I think Cafe Nero as a company is bigger than Twirl is. We have around 35 locations in the US, but we have over 1,000 throughout the world. So even us as a company, we have a little more wiggle room there. Now that we're allowed to get together, I mean, Cafe Nero has game nights at their head office. They have Christmas parties every year that do a raffle, and it's a very close-knit company to be with.